How much do you know about your local history? What about the history of your town, the history of your schools, your family? Imagine not only learning this, but sharing this with your community. Because that is exactly what happened between April 30th and May 2nd of 2023 at the Troutbeck Symposium. This event is unique for too many reasons to count. Just the location alone makes it special. Troutbeck is famous for its roots to the beginning of the NAACP. On a personal level, this project opened a whole new idea of what history truly is. And as a descendant of Italian immigrants, I realized that actual history is what happens outside of the textbooks, and that I can learn more about my own history and how it relates to my community and the nation at large. It's more than just understanding a full history in your town. You build from the ground level, and you can only go up from there. I was born in New York City, a place which is rife with history and stories, but when I was 5 years old, we moved up to rural Salisbury, Connecticut. I was vaguely interested in history, never imagining that me or my community had any major historical connections. This year, my tiny town taught me more about history than all my previous years of education combined. For example, my classmates. I've learned about the Lakeville School for Imbeciles, its roots in the care for people living with mental illnesses, the evil turn it took in pioneering eugenics movement, and its connection to Nazi Germany even. We've learned about stories of strength and resilience as well, like the Elizabeth Mars story. What sparked my interest initially was my classmate Jonah Gilliam. He gave a TED Talk about his great-grandmother's incredible courage during the horrific era of the 1920s. She and her husband were able to buy a house and have a job during an era where that was rare for Black Americans. The best part was that Jonah and his family had no idea. Jonah's research uncovered her civil rights work with the WICA. And when he shared this discovery, it brought his mother to tears. He was able to share this forgotten, incredible, and powerful story. I love that everyone has these stories. But for most people, they don't really consider this stuff history. But it is. We're also creating art. We're uncovering stories, monumental, incredible stories that could change how future generations learn and look at history. It inspires us to dig deeper, to find more, to learn about our own communities. In September, this all sounded daunting. The size and scope was difficult to wrap our heads around, at least for me. Think about it like a tree. We're ripping that tree out of the ground and looking from the very tiny roots at the bottom all the way up to the big branches at the top. The most exciting part is that next year's students are building on our work to tell more stories. And this is the beauty of learning locally and sharing at events like the symposium. It was very affirming to hear a University of Virginia faculty member talk, Dr. Prenza Coles.
It is an important time in history. It's a terrifying time in history, but I'm really proud of the courage you guys are showing to do this work. And like you said, you don't have to become a historian, you don't have to become a community organizer, but you can take this work with you in whatever work you do. There is no us and them. It's just us. It's just us.